Well, the best part for me is just being able to connect with all the different professionals in my field. That was the best experience ever. I met people from all around the world. You get to share so many experiences and get to be understood by somebody who does exactly the same as you do every day. It's an amazing experience that I would recommend to anybody who is a member at the AICI.
It generates ideas. I've formed alliances with other colleagues. I am a trainer for somebody that I met through AICI.
I find it gives me an opportunity to meet people and see where I stand in the association. What do they do that I don't do? What do they do better that I don't do? How can I learn from them? And when we see what everybody else is doing and everyone else is doing out there, I find that, wow, I'm not doing such a bad job myself. But boy, do I ever like what that speaker said. Or I really like the way that person handles those questions. And then I bring it to myself and think, how can I implement that to make me better? So, if I only understood how important it was for my business at the time to be there at the beginning, it made my business move a lot faster. Revenue, my revenue would have been more. I didn't know that because I was ignorant of the fact.
When I go to conference every year now, I know it's business in my head, but the other side of me is I can't wait to see, my buddies from California, from the UK, from Australia, from Japan, from Singapore, from South Africa, India, all over the US.
That for me, it's the most important part of the AICI. That is because those people are sharing the same kind of market that you are. So they can help you with a specific client issues that you may have that maybe somebody in the neighbor country don't have. Working by yourself, you really need to have some support.
I feel that it's important to get to know the other members of the chapters, to network, and to just get together and have fun and discuss what we do.
I think it's great to meet the other image consultants that are working in the area. I think in the beginning I definitely felt intimidated. I think I felt like somehow we're all competing for the same clients, when really I know we're not. We're all getting different clients. We're very different people, and we'll attract different people based on who we are. I've found everybody within AIC to be so helpful and welcoming to somebody who's just starting out in the program. I wasn't expecting that, I guess. And so
attending the local events was two parts, social and educational. I live in Ottawa and the meetings were in Toronto, and although it was a drive, for me at the time it was essential for me to stay in the profession. For me initially it was social because I didn't know a lot of people, and then again having that, oh you came, and new friends forming, which meant then when I went back to my office in Ottawa I had then a network of people that I could call. The educational became secondary for me at that time because I had already, done my training, and that wasn't primary for me. For me, I knew that if I didn't make connections, I wouldn't have stayed in it.
So I have done every position you can possibly imagine, and I feel that what it did for me personally, it showed that I never thought that I had those skills, and it taught me how to deal differently with people, and gave me a little bit more of a comfort zone, a little bit more confidence in what I do today. I've become involved with the association on an international level, and you grow in leaps and bounds. You have no idea, because the intelligence of the people that you're working with, and they're also giving. It keeps you in the loop of a lot of things. If this is the industry that you're going to get involved in, then you better make sure that you are involved in every aspect, that you know what's going to happen before it even happens. You know what's happening in your local area, in your partners in the States, internationally, and that will help you educate you and work better in your business.
I think think it's important to have the certification so that, for me at least, to have a qualification level where the general public can have some faith in my skills.
Excellent.
It's so hard to explain. You get to know people on a completely different level, and we learn from each other. We learn from their mistakes. We learn from their, you know, when they triumph. We're there to be there, to be their cheerleaders. I know people from all over the world that I know that if I picked up the phone and said, "Hi, I'm coming to Australia," they would have me.
Business relationships or professional relationships quickly moved into social, and I got invited to stay at people's houses, so I didn't have to stay in a hotel, which again made it more attractive to obviously want to come, and you know, those friendships I know will be lifelong friendships. A lot of my friends are AICI people. From my association with AICI and my continued involvement, there's obviously trust that has established, and so, you know, for me, I've been fortunate enough to also do work with some of my colleagues that trust and referral has definitely come my way, which I'm grateful for. It's awesome to have people that you can, if I was traveling in another country, to be able to, you know, make plans and actually go and see those people. Like, they have actually said, when you come, you know, you can come and stay with me. Why do you have a membership with the AICI? It's like, because that's my profession. So there is no other professional association that exists. So for me, it is not a debating factor. It is part of what I need to have in order to feel like I am credible and practicing as an image consultant.